chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. He fires a bullet to the right. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
We knew coming into this one, the passing attack, we were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. When that receiver got 3, it was
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback who shoot stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's that hold for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Sturdivant. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, the defense is set. And they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Nice start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked up. This is a defense that's got a lot of good hawks in the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Power football with the one. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Tater.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna run it. It's Gay. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Tiger! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between the QB and the wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great because coverage is going to be tight. Throw might not be perfect. This is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. They're pulling. They're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit.
There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Through the air, it's Sturdivant. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, no! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another 1st down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the 1st half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the 1st half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
From the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. 2nd and 7. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high load. Chop block on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put him in position to pick up a first down. Clemson is quick to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up in the air. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
It's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Clemson set up with another first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. There's the pressure. Oh, and he got it. He just got rid of the football.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he leaves it with the pass. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air, it's Applewhite. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job on the defender.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
It's going, and that was dead solid. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Try to pop a run on the draw. Picks up a first down, still moving. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You've got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Might as well give it to him again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Back to throw, it's Sturdivant. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the opening one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run.
And they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. The defense takes matters into its own hands. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt, when your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happen for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not.
Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Got room to work. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Here's the handoff. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. It's caught. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And he Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag. It's just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that could take it to the house, make big plays.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Seminoles! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. Rolling on the run. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That's got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and get to the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And that's a very productive first down play. use its first timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay,
Second down coming up. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Out of the backfield, he's open. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Touchdown, Clemson! Grab the short pass to number 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers. They've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Get that touchdown right before the half. Build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, running back on the move. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Rushes at him. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, So they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
To throw, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab on the back. Breaks into the open. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll go to the air.
Momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David. So this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Sturdivant. Looking down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down. And they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Wants to throw again. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. 1st down.
Buys a little extra time.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that get after him.
And the Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. It's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer. Go for it on fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And he missed it. No good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. This field goal, still down by 24. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Clemson jumps to the line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game is a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going back.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Let's go!
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the wide receiver. The give out of the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Fires into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown! For the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Wyoming. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put some... Tons of room in the middle. Past the 50, the 40, the 20, 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Extending the play. On the run, deep down the right side.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Kick is in the air. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think Jesse maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Back to pass, it's Sturdivant. The sweet feet buy a little time. Pulls it in. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark. That running back wore a half-size bigger shoe. That's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, baby.
Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Sturdivant. This one's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the ready, arrow. Here we go.
Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Finds a tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Clemson is quick to the line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down.
42, Spider, Terrier.
Looking to throw for it. Caught in the sticks. It's Harper. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Harper. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Unloads it left. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabs it inside the 15. And they're going to score again. Get another touchdown as they just added their time.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 17 to West Virginia. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. He wants a big play here late. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Finds a man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Okay, offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Sturdivant. Flushed out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do for their next football game.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward. He unleashes a long one. He makes it grab. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Applewhite. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why he needs to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. start the drive at their own 10. To the air on first down. Steps away. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. second down coming up.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now.